Willkommen zurück bei IGN Live von der Gamescom 2019 und wir haben Bungie hier, Ben and Wendy. I'm so happy to have you guys. I'm a big fan of Destiny. I play every night with my clan and they send over 1,000 questions that we're going to tackle tonight.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah. So you're responsible for Shadowkeep,
That's correct.
so to speak, and you're responsible for New Light.
New Light.
Right. So first things first, and I already prepared you for this question. Why are the sparrow hunks gone?
Destiny 2 doesn't have sparrow horns. It's something I'm keenly aware of. And I love sparrow horns, but we have no sparrow horns in Shadowkeep.
Yeah,
Sorry to say.
unfortunately, not on the moon. So there won't be hunks on the moon.
No honks on the moon.
So it doesn't really fit the mood, right? So if the people honking around on the moon doesn't make sense.
You could argue that.
Right,
yeah.
right. All right, so this is something that Germans are really interested in because we love speed. What about Sparrow Races on the moon?
Well, you can take your sparrow to the moon and you can race it around. That's still possible. You can even get on a pike.
Yeah, but I think Ares Moore would not be too happy about it. It's a very dark setting. All right, okay. So since we're approaching two things at the same time, so we're approaching New Light and we're approaching Shadowkeep. Let me summarize for the German audience what I just said. Leider keine Rennen, keine Sparrow-Rennen auf dem Mond. Es wird auch keine Hupen geben. Das Setting ist dafür, glaube ich, ein bisschen zu dunkel. Das haben sie auch gerade bestätigt. Das passt nicht wirklich zusammen. Ob Sparrow-Rennen zurückkommen, keine Ahnung. Aber ihr könnt gerne mit eurem Team, mit eurem Fire-Team natürlich über den Mond heizen, je nachdem, wie ihr wollt. Alright. Let's tackle New Light first.
All right.
Ladies first. So the new power level is 750 and
Correct.
everything is going to get boosted to that. What does that mean for a new player?
So what that means is any new player coming into Destiny will be able to immediately jump into the action. There's no grind to get to where you can participate. So you can start playing and jump in and play whatever you want.
And why do you call it New Light, actually?
New Light for New Guardians.
New Guardians, right?
Yeah.
Also der einfache Grund, warum alles auf 750 gelevelt ist, ist einfach, dass alle zur gleichen Zeit alles spielen können und ihr die gleichen Vorbedingungen habt. Doesn't that mean for people who grinded really hard to get to 750 that they feel kind of betrayed?
I don't think so. We've been in the same model the last several seasons.
Yeah.
Whereas the power cap has gone up, we've had opportunities for players to catch up because we don't want them to be denied that new content that they want to play.
Yeah.
So it's been the pattern now for a while.
Okay. Also es gab genug Chancen, dass ihr das aufholen konntet und es soll euch auch natürlich die Möglichkeit geben, mit euren Freunden zu spielen. Also 750 ist natürlich ein Power-Level, das man nicht einfach so erreichen kann. Also man braucht schon sehr, sehr viel Zeit. Es hatten Leute bis zu 2 Jahre Zeit, das letztendlich auch wirklich auszumachen. Aber letztendlich sind jetzt dann alle gleich gelevelt. Alright, so the prime engrams and activities. That's something that I found very interesting. There's going to be a big change to that. How you basically power up or how you level up in New Light and Shadowkeep at the same time.
Well, the nice thing is that any activity you do in Destiny is going to be earning you experience. So no matter how you like to play, how you choose to play, you will be leveling up.
Ja, okay. Also egal wie ihr spielt, egal was ihr spielt, ihr werdet immer weiter aufsteigen. There's one piece of information that I'm missing from everything I saw recently, and this also includes the new season that we're seeing in the background. The new power cap is somewhere close to 1,000, right?
The new power cap doesn't actually exist.
Oh,
Technically, you can go infinite with the seasonal artifact.
okay.
But whether you can actually get there, only 24 hours being in the day, is another question.
Well, challenge accepted. Okay, wir haben natürlich die Herausforderung angenommen. Im Grunde genommen ist das neue Power Cap, also es gibt kein wirkliches Power Cap, 950, 1000 in etwa, aber mit den ganzen neuen Aktivitäten und so weiter solltet ihr darauf eingestellt sein, es wird viel, viel härter sein, da überhaupt ranzukommen. 950, stellt euch darauf ein, aber theoretisch mit den Seasonal Artifacts habt ihr die Möglichkeit, darüber hinaus zu schießen. Wohin genau, das verraten sie natürlich nicht. Alright, so 950 will be a soft power cap to say.
Correct. So you will be, at some point earning gear that stops having a high enough power level. The raid gear will end at 960, and after that, any increase in power will come from the seasonal artifact.
Okay, and Pinnacle, I guess Pinnacle exclusive gear as well, right?
Yeah, Pinnacle gear is up to 960. You basically earn powerful drops up to 950, then Pinnacle gear up to 960. And then the artifact is what you have to rely on to get higher.
Alright, okay. Letztendlich müsst ihr natürlich die Seasons dementsprechend spielen, aber auch die Pinnacle Weapons, die ihr sowohl, wenn ihr sozusagen in eure Belohnung guckt, könnt ihr die auch freischalten und die katapultieren euch sozusagen hinter das neue Level Cap. Wohin genau, auch das verraten sie natürlich nicht. Okay, I have a quote, and that's a quote from you actually.
Oh, great.
Power will likely receive a greater overhaul in the future. Of course, this is post Shadowkeep. We're not going to talk about content post Shadowkeep, but what was your new approach? Because apparently you were not happy with how people progressed in terms of power caps.
You want to take this one?
It's for you.
Yeah. So,
Your quote.
power in Destiny has always been something that has divided the community. People gain power really quickly by playing a lot, and then stuff at the end of the release requires you to be that high. And we want everyone to have that same road. We want everyone to start at the same level so they can take that climb together. And so we've been refining power so that you don't have people at these disparate levels anymore. In the future, when you go into a next season, you're going to lose your artifact, but you still have your gear. And you're going to then have to work on the next artifact to get higher.
Right.
And we're going to try to get everyone else to be able to play together more assuredly, more reliably.
Okay, let's hope I got this right. Alright, im Grunde genommen ist es so, dass das Power-Level natürlich Leute immer ein bisschen geteilt hat. Wer hat es erreicht, wer hat es noch nicht erreicht. Es gab Leute, die natürlich mit ihren Freunden spielen wollten, aber vielleicht haben sie 2 Wochen ausgesetzt. Ich kenne das oft von mir selber, einfach 2 Wochen mal nicht gespielt. If you don't play the game for 2 weeks and your friends are higher, some activities are much harder than other activities. Also im Grunde genommen, das soll damit Vergangenheit sein. Ihr spielt öfter und enger zusammen. Ihr werdet auch für engeres Zusammenspielen dementsprechend mehr belohnt. All right. So tell me something about New Light. How do I get my friend who is absolutely new to, let's say, MMOs? How do I get her to play Destiny New Light? How do I explain what it is without her knowing exactly what Destiny 1 is?
Sure. So you tell her how exciting Destiny is as an action MMO.
Yeah.
How she's going to be able to jump in and very quickly get access to all kinds of different activities in the game. She can either play by herself if she doesn't want to group up. She can play with her friends, her new clan. I'm assuming. You invite her
I
to
will
your clan.
definitely invite her to the clan. Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
And then so the process of reaching that point where you can access all parts of the game is very quick. So she'll get to test it out and see what she likes and what appeals most to her.
And you'll be able to play with her right away.
Yeah.
Right. So which parts of Destiny 2 will not be accessible to her with New Light? Which parts are New Light and which parts are...
So she will have all of the Year 1 content. So Destiny 2, Curse of Osiris, Warmind. She will have all the destinations. So she can go free roam on the moon or Dreaming City, anywhere she wants to go in the game. Shadowkeep and Forsaken are separate.
Sure, alright. Wenn ihr also Destiny New Light spielen wollt und ihr wisst aber nicht ganz, okay, ist das überhaupt was für mich? Ich habe Destiny 1 nicht gespielt. Es gibt genug Leute, die Destiny 1 nicht gespielt haben, was definitiv ein großer Fehler ist. Seid euch sicher, dass alles außer Shadowkeep und Forsaken für euch zugänglich ist. Ihr könnt sozusagen alle Locations anfliegen, Free Roam, wie sie so schön sagt. Ihr könnt euch rumtreiben, wo auch immer ihr wollt. Und ihr habt Access zu letztendlich jeder Location, außer den ganz großen Add-ons, die Forsaken und Shadowkeep natürlich darstellen. Letztendlich könnt ihr euch aber alles anschauen und könnt entscheiden, ist das was für euch oder nicht. Eigentlich eine ganz nette Sache. Alright. So to dive a little bit deeper into Shadowkeep, because I love the moon. I love the dark side of Destiny, and I love the dark side of the moon, and I love the campaign that is online going on, like Cursed Moon and so on. Love this. But what was your approach for that story? Because it's definitely connected to a bigger reveal at the end. I love the campaign. I can't wait.
So Destiny is an evolving world. We want
Yeah.
it to be an evolving world. We're continually moving forward, making sure that happens. The moon is someplace that has changed over time. And what you're going to discover there is going to be something that is completely new and completely a different sort of danger. And because of that, you're going to discover what Eris unleashed, and that is going to be something that will then move the Destiny world forward.
So she's basically spent the whole last 2 years on the moon, hiding, doing stuff underground.
Well, Eris is a very complicated character in that she's actually a savior of the human race in a lot of ways. We wouldn't be here without Eris. She managed to help prevent orcs from destroying our system, and she led us to Crota, and without Eris, then the city would be destroyed, is what I think. And so she's been wandering around looking for threats to the city, threats to humanity. And she's recently gone back to the moon. She hasn't been there this entire time. She's recently gone back on a hint, on a hunch, following a trail for more threats. She found something that was horrible.
Right. Also Eris Morn war nicht die ganze Zeit auf dem Mond. Sie hat letztendlich den Weg zurückgefunden zum Mond und findet dort, oder hat da im Grunde genommen, so wie er es gerade gesagt hat, etwas entfesselt, was die größere und neueste Gefahr überhaupt ist, die sich die Erde und die letzten Menschen sozusagen stellen müssen in der City. Und wir sehen das hier gerade nochmal so schön, dass die Gefahr so nah ist wie noch nie. So basically, the danger and the threat is so close, or is closer than ever.
It's a threat that is going to take the Destiny universe and move it into its next direction.
All right. Okay, gotcha. So regarding the storyline that we're following in Shadowkeep, you're teasing hard here, and how much can we expect? Is it in terms of Forsaken, or are we talking Warmind here?
It is definitely a release that we're really excited about, and is going to give people a lot of fun things to do and explore in the moon. It's going to be there's a ton of lore, there's a ton of story. If I had to say how excited I was compared to all the other releases, I am more excited about Shadowkeep than the past. But maybe that's because I'm so connected to it.
Ja. How much, also hat gerade gesagt, ist sozusagen bei Shadowkeep am involviertesten natürlich, aber auch gleichzeitig am aufgeregtesten, was letztendlich diesen Release, was die Story angeht, weil es natürlich auf einen ganz großen Reveal zum Schluss hindeutet, den wir so noch nicht kennen, den wir so noch nie gesehen haben. Und natürlich ist das auch ein ganz großer Hint auf die Zukunft dieses Spiels. Was das genau sein wird, das wissen wir so in der Form natürlich noch nicht. Alright guys, so for the last bit, there's questions from the community that maybe you can answer, because I cannot. I don't know these answers.
You don't have all the answers?
Well, unfortunately not. I don't know why, but I could have a list here with very in-depth multiplayer questions, but we're not here for the multiplayer. We're here for that content. So, why did you decide, or how did you decide? That's a question from a member, from a fan. How did you decide to go back to the moon? Why the moon? Why not any other planet in the universe?
So Destiny, Bungie, not Destiny, because our company's name is Bungie.
Yeah.
Bungie is full of people that are passionate about the games. We make games we want to make. The moon was a passion project. We had people inside of Bungie fiddling around with the moon, relighting it, bringing it up to Destiny 2 standards. And it ignited this passion to actually bring it back. And suddenly people started asking themselves, what if we did bring back the moon? Wait, what's been happening on the moon? What has been on the moon all along?
We can see it here. Something wicked is happening on the moon, right?
Yes.
So, I think I even saw Omnigul somewhere there, and that's one of the let's say characters that I learned to hate the most in Destiny 1 actually. There she is.
Yeah, the nightmare of Omnigul.
Right.
Nightmares now stalk the surface of the moon.
And how many when we talk about these nightmares, are we gonna encounter all of our nightmares on the moon?
We can't actually make all of your nightmares.
Well,
but
not my personal ones, of course.
But you're going to encounter many different nightmares, which are powerful foes from the past that have somehow come back even stronger than before. Mm-hmm. Saw Fogoth just there,
yes.
Right there. Which I've heard a lot of nightmares of the Nightfall of Fogoth back in D1.
Also true.
Yes.
Also very true. Yeah. So I'm loving what I'm seeing here.
A lot of our great
So-
exotics. Ooh.
And the finishers, of course.
Yes. Finishers are my personal favorite feature.
Right. So before we wrap up, and that's a question to both of you. Are these two things like Shadowkeep and all the changes that come along with Shadowkeep, and it's not just story content and new light as well. Is this a direct consequence of you being super independent now?
I would say that we're always, and we've always been, trying to move Destiny forward, both in what the story's doing and where you're going, and how the game plays and what personal choices you have. That's not different. We're independent now, but we're still making Destiny.
Yeah.
I would say that the biggest difference right now is that we're completely focused on how we make the game and how the fans and the players respond to the game.
Right.
And because, as a result of that, we're going to be focusing more on it than ever before.
You agree?
I totally agree.
Right.
Yeah, it's all up to Bungie and the players where
Right.
we go from here.
Also Sie bestätigen nochmal das, was wir im Grunde genommen schon oft gehört haben, und Sie stehen auch dahinter, dass im Grunde genommen jetzt geht es um die Spieler, um die Fans, um die Leute, die schon immer Destiny gespielt haben, und man fokussiert sich jetzt im Grunde genommen einfach nur noch auf sich. Gerade super independent zu sein, hat den Vorteil, dass man sich wirklich auf die Spieler und auf den Content konzentrieren kann, den man machen will, und sie machen genau das. Alright, one last thing, and that's a question that I ask all my guests. Is there anything you can share behind the scenes that we actually, as fans, players, as press, usually don't see? I mean, you have these great blog posts, you have these great videos, and we already see a lot of behind the scenes, but what can you share that people usually don't see of your workday?
So my favorite thing in every Destiny project has been getting the really passionate players in the studio together to play the hardest content, and watching them play the hardest content, and hearing the screams of both enjoyment and frustration because they're playing like the raid or like a Nightfall, and that's one of the things that I think is most enjoying, seeing people play the game you worked on.
Do people actually scream in the office?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Also Sie bestätigen gerade, dass sozusagen Leute im Bungie-Büro oft genug schreien, wenn sie den Content spielen, wenn sie die Nightfalls spielen, die Raids spielen. Das sind Dinge, die wir natürlich in den V-Docs bisher nicht gesehen haben, aber das passiert. Alright, so that's it basically. I could talk about this forever.
Well, we're done?
Yeah, we're already done, unfortunately.
Oh well.
Nach einer kurzen Pause geht es weiter mit unserem IGN Live-Programm hier von der Gamescom 2019. Bleibt auf jeden Fall dran, es bleibt spannend. Thank you for being here, guys.
Thank you
for
so
having
much
us.
for having
Can't
us.
wait
yeah.
to play Shadowkeep.
Yeah.
It's a lot
See
of
you.
fun.
Thank you. Und tschüss.